Hello, everyone, and welcome to Armstrong in the Loop podcast. I'm your host, Seth Prentice, and today I'm joined by members of the Seneca Valley 2021 All School Musical. Please introduce yourselves for our listeners.
Hi, my name is Steven Santa, and I am the director of the Seneca Valley All School Musical.
Hi, my name's Sarah McKinley. I am a cast member, and I play Viola in the Seneca Valley All School Musical.
Well, Steven and Sarah, welcome to the show. I'm so thrilled to have you today.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Well, it's hard to believe, especially Steven. It doesn't feel like it was a year ago, but it feels much longer. But, the 2020-2021 school year is almost over. And we're still getting ready to announce the Seneca Valley is still going forward with having their annual all-school musical, which I'm super excited about. What is this year's show?
Well, this show is going to be probably the most unique musical that Seneca Valley has ever done for many reasons. But it is a musical adaptation of Shakespeare's comedy, Twelfth Night. Hilarious, high energy, colorful, and vibrant musical. It tells the story of shipwrecked twins, and there's miscommunication, mistaken identity, and self-discovery in this really fast-paced and fun musical.
When will you be putting on the productions of Twelfth Night?
Twelfth Night will be on June 3rd, 4th, and 5th at 7 p.m. and June 5th and 6th at 2 o'clock p.m.
Is this standard to when you would host them at the school for, weekend wise, or are you making some changes to accommodate since you're outdoors this year?
Yes, we are outdoors this year. We will be performing at the new Cranberry Township Park Amphitheater, which is almost done construction. I know you were saying that the ribbon cutting is happening next week. So we're so excited and thrilled to be the first kind of big event happening at this incredible new amphitheater that the park has constructed.
Not only is it going to be a landmark for years to come, but how did you guys get selected to be the first one to host an event at the amphitheater?
Well, I think this was a direct response to COVID. When we got together and said we want to make sure we get a show that happens this year, one of our goals was we want to make sure that we do it right and we do it safe, and we want to give the show the best chance possible to actually happen, just because of everything that's been going on with COVID and the uncertainty of the world. So that's why we made the choice to do the show later in the year. Our musical is typically in March. We pushed it to the beginning of June and made the choice to find an incredible outdoor venue for the safety of our audience and the safety of all of our performers and staff.
Now, with you selecting a show for outdoors, did you have to be a little more mindful instead of going with maybe a robust, I'm thinking large Hammerstein type shows that would have a cast of maybe 60, 80, 100 people in it? Did you have to change up plans for this show?
We did. We really were focused on trying to find something that was going to have a really upbeat and uplifting message, just because of the trying time we've been in, and there's been so much loss and uncertainty. We really wanted to pick a show that was going to really spread a message of love and hope. And I think Sarah would agree that this production does that beautifully.
Absolutely.
All right, Sarah, let's get into it. Talk about your character and what this show is, and why you enjoy being a part of this show.
Absolutely. My character, again, is named Viola, and she is one of the shipwrecked twins. Throughout the show, she pretends to be a man because she realized that being a man would have certain advantages that being a woman in this society necessarily wouldn't have. So through the show, she's trying to figure out if her sibling has drowned, and if she really likes the advantages she's getting as a man. And so it's a lot of self-discovery on her part. She's finding out who she is and who she really wants to be. And it's a great journey.
During this process, Sarah, had you ever seen the show or read, Shakespeare Twelfth Night production prior to?
I honestly, no, I had never. And I'd been exposed to Shakespeare in school, obviously, but never this show. But I'm super glad I have been. I think it's got a great story and a great message.
Not only that, but I think the comedy that goes along with the show just really comes through. and the park is just going to be filled with people laughing nonstop, right?
Yeah, it's going to be great, and the energy will be so wonderful those nights.
What's your favorite part of the show and why?
My favorite part of the show, well, there's a lot of wonderful music in this show. So my favorite part is takes place during the song "Is This Not Love," which is a beautiful ballad, and it's really a point in the show for Viola where she chooses what she wants and who she wants to be and how she wants to portray herself. And she's dealing with love and her searching for her brother and unrequited love specifically. And I think it's just a really great song that everyone can relate to because we've all been there.
That we have. Now, Sarah, were you anticipating having the musical this year? Were things thrown for a loop? Did it get to a point of we just have to have something because I don't want to miss out on it?
I've been very blessed to have been in the musical the past 3 years as well. So
Ah,
this being my senior year, I was like, well, we just really need the musical because this is what my whole high school career has been leading up to, and I love musicals. My favorite time of year every year, and I had this feeling that Mr. Santa and Mr. McGill, our producer, were gonna find some way to make it happen, whether it's virtual, whether it's just outside, whether it's super small. They were gonna make it happen because they care so much about the arts and about the students in the show.
now did your fellow classmates, were they all, did they all come together or did it take some talking to get some of them to come out?
Well, the group I usually am around, they would do anything to perform. So a lot of them were we don't care. It's going to be great. We love musical. But there were some people who were a little more, uh, like laid back about it. We're like, well, I don't know. It's going to be a little risky. But I think everyone's really realized how much it's paid off.
Well, that's phenomenal. For you, plans after high school? Are you going to continue producing and being on stage?
Absolutely. I'm going to Penn State University for business, and I will be minoring in theater in the hopes that I can be going to theater management once I am done with my schooling.
Well, we are.
Penn State! Woo!
There we go. As a fellow alum myself, I wish you the best of luck as, Penn State has some great opportunities and there's some great shows and productions that come through University Park. So I hope that we catch you on not only the stage coming up here in June, but in future productions down the line as well.
Thank you so much.
Stephen, are you excited to give this show, get this outside, get it in the park, and then maybe continue to look at possibilities for years to come?
I'm absolutely thrilled. It's been so much fun to actually have a longer rehearsal process because typically we start right at the new year and then the show happens in March. But this year we've been able to go a little slower, take a little bit more time. So having from all the way from January until June to rehearse with the students has just been so unique and so special. And we've had much more time to really dig into the characters and their motives and really talk about the text of Twelfth Night because it is complicated. There's a lot of, miscommunication and misdirection happening. And we've been able to explore all of that. And something else that's super unique about this production is it's never been done in Pittsburgh before. It's a fairly new show. So we're kind of thrilled to also be premiering this new work for the Pittsburgh audience and the Seneca Valley audience as well.
That's super exciting. What's your favorite part of the show as well? Because I got the cast version. How about as the director?
I think my favorite part is the final song in the show this year because, again, it talks about that message. And one of the lyrics is, if we open our hearts to each other's beats, what a better world it would be. And I think that's a great message for the time we're in right now.
No, it most certainly is. And kudos to all of you for this as, what a great way to come out, one of the first productions outside of everything we've just been through. And this is just going to be something that people talk about for a very long time.
That's our goal. We really wanted to create a super unique, fun experience. And just like Sarah said, particularly for the seniors and the students who are leaving us, we wanted to make sure that they had a senior musical and they will have something that they will remember forever. And I think we're doing that.
Perfect. Tickets are on sale now, and we'll make sure to get a link in the episode description so people can click on it. It is on the Seneca Valley School website, but I believe you have another option if people are not able to attend in person.
Yeah, absolutely. If you're not comfortable or not able to get tickets, we will also have a virtual ticket option that will become available in just about a week or so. But if you are going to come live, this is in the park. You can bring your lawn seats, you can bring your blanket, bring your picnic basket with some treats. It's a 90-minute musical, no intermission. It's really going to be a blast.
Well, we look forward to it. And I'm going to ask each of you one last comment here to sell the show for anyone still on the fence. What's the key takeaway, or, that one thing that makes you go, you have to come out and see this show?
I think just being around people who want to see a good show, who want to feel the positivity that we're going to spread, I think that's really worth being a part of. So I would absolutely come see this show.
I'm going to piggyback what Sarah said. There hasn't been a lot of art happening in the past year, and this is going to be one of the first opportunities to do that. And we're going to make sure that everyone is safe and comfortable and has a blast. And, art can heal, and we want everyone to come out and have a fabulous time enjoying this hilarious musical.
Well, I wish all of you, I wish the rest of the cast, the crew, everyone that's a part of this production, best of luck. Break a leg. I know you guys are going to do a great job. And I thank you for coming on today. And once again, tickets are on sale now. There's a virtual option coming up. Please help support the arts and everyone at Seneca Valley and the All School Musical.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
For Armstrong in the Loop podcast, I'm Seth Prentice, keeping you in the loop. Are you enjoying Armstrong in the Loop podcast? Great news! All past and current episodes are available on popular streaming apps and websites. Search Armstrong in the Loop podcast and subscribe today.